Hello there, Craptor Crane, and I'm in the top shed and it is really quite warm today. It's 37 degrees and it's 10 o'clock. 37 degrees C, that is. So anyway, I've now been fitting the radiator and what a little job that was. So you'll see the radiator's fitted now and I've got the Radiator fan in. I've also fitted an expansion bottle in that little corner there, or little section there. So when I came to fit the radiator, you can't fit it in the original spot because this connection here hits the pulley, the idle pulley down here. So I had to make up some brackets, which you can see here, and the bracket down there, and that moves the radiator forward. Now, because of the oil lines, this side has to be 3 millimeters shorter than this side, otherwise the oil lines won't reach where they go in the engine bay. And thank goodness that the Radiator brackets don't go up against the radiator face, so that you can squeeze the oil lines in between the radiator and the bracket, which is a bit of a godsend. Also, when you move the radiator forward by that size 55 millimeters, this side here, it also then raises the radiator cap to the point that it hits the inside of the bonnet up there. So that's why I then had to drop the radiator. So I had to cut the chassis rail. You'll see down there, I just had to cut the section out to allow the bracket to drop in, and I also had to cut a bottom of the radiator. I had to cut 25 mil off that. I'm not sure whether you can see in there, but anyway, so I had to cut the chassis rail, so I've got to just paint that so it doesn't obviously go rusty. I've wired the Radiator fan in, and that was entertaining. I thought it was going to be a lot easier because I had the electrical connection from the original thermostat and the power, but it just became a bit challenging. So I utilized the live to the thermostat that turns the fan on and wired that in. So I've just got to neaten all this up with some cable ties around there. Anyway, so there you go. That's where we're up to now. Now, to get the bottom hose, so you can see the top hose has got an elbow from a line that so I went down to the local superstore and I bought a couple of hoses. So that's an original MG one. But I went down and bought a couple of hoses that had loads of bends in them, lots of length, so I could cut them up. They got 90-degree bends, they got 45s, they got all sorts of little bit of twisty bits, and then I cut that to suit, and then so that the thermostat that turns the fan on and off can fit in. So it's got, like, I think about 10 mil clearance now between the pulley and the hose, so that is fine. I've left the thermostat in a place where I can adjust it to get that temperature right, and then this 90-degree elbow, it was still offset, as you more likely can tell by the angle of that and the angle of that. I tried the earlier thermostat housing, but that was just made it too difficult, so I had to put the late housing, the thermostat housing, on an early engine so that it gave me a better shot at getting it. The bottom hose, I had to cut this so that that's the top section that goes onto the water pump, as you might recognize, and I've machined up a brass connector that goes in here, and then this bit that goes on the bottom connection on the radiator and then makes up to that, like that. So I haven't put it on because then you wouldn't be able to see what I've done. But anyway, yeah, I machined that up out of a piece of old brass I found, and that fits now. So then it looks like I can still utilize the existing rail pipe heater pipe on the top here because I've got enough space in here. Alright, so that should be okay. I think what I'll do now is I'll put it all together and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished, because I've also had to take the catch can out so I can reach in to get to the pipe, so you can see the hose connection, the bottom hose radiator connection there. I did try a late radiator in here, but the late radiator is a lot deeper and it can't come that much further forward because of the oil lines. I would have had to get longer oil lines made. So, and where it is now, the later radiator hit the steering rack, which is down there. The hose connection hit the steering rack. So I had to go with this, and that gave me the problem with the radiator cap. So there you go. So that's what it looks like up to now. And I'll tidy the wiring up here on the left hand side, and I'll paint that on the chassis rail where I've done the cuts down there, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. So here we are a couple of hours later. I have now fitted the overflow line to the overflow tank. The line going to the heater has now been fitted. That seems to fit okay. Oh yeah, all that's good. Just need to put the nuts on here now to hold that to the top. So the bottom hose is now being fitted. The catch can's back on. The hose down there, wherever you can see it. If I get a torch, it might be a bit better. So down there, yeah. So there it is, fitted down there. Must admit, not the prettiest fitting I've ever done, but that'll be fine. Catch can, yeah, that's back on. So now it's just a case of coolant in and a pressure test. So it's all, just got to tidy the wiring up. Gosh, should have done that. Anyway, thanks for the comments in the past videos, and thanks for the subscriptions. If I can get one more before Christmas, that'll be great, so I can go to my 900 subscribers. That'll be fantastic. If I can't, it doesn't really, you know, it'll be nice. So yeah, I think that's it. Merry Christmas to you all, and if I don't do anything between Christmas and New Year, Happy New Year to you all. I more than likely will do something between Christmas and New Year. The brakes have arrived now, the brake kit has arrived, so I might just do the brakes because I know the engine runs. I'll put coolant in it, I'll pressure test it to make sure there's no leaks, and then yeah, call it quits on that one, and then focus on getting everything else right. I'll start getting the interior done so that I can take it out for a test drive, which is now, unfortunately, I'm quite keen to do. Alright, so yeah, as I said before, all the very best to all of you, and thank you for the support throughout this year, and we'll continue on next year. Thank you very much indeed, and au revoir. Bye for now.